I want to say I started the embodied dance method almost 20 years ago when I was living in Australia. And I was having a really hard time with an eating disorder, and I was like skin and bones, and I could not figure out what was going on within me. And I ended up taking a class called Spiritual Well-Being from an Aboriginal woman. And I had no idea what that meant or what I was getting into, but we started learning about transcendental meditation and chakras and healing and all of these things that felt really familiar, but I had not yet experienced. And things started opening up in me, and I started understanding more about the energy body, where I could begin to realize what it was that was going on with me in the moment. So I started realizing that there's things going on in my energy body that I can work with and that I can access, and I can do something about this. I don't have to stay in this place of feeling really shitty all the time. Excuse my language. So we had to give like a 20-minute presentation to the class of our concept of the divine at 20 years old. So our class was held in a dance studio on campus because they had no other place for us. So I took it upon myself to go in there week after week and just be with the things that I was discovering about myself that were really uncomfortable, and the things that I didn't really understand. And I just allowed my body to open in different ways that it hadn't before. And it began to show me, as it still does, what it was that was really keeping me stuck, what it was that was making me feel all of these things, and then understanding also which part of it was mine and what was other people's. And anyway, there was so many things that were opening up that ultimately, doing that week after week, I began to formulate like a half choreographed, half improvised thing that I ended up showing to the class. Um, and it was such a raw, transformative experience to be seen in that place of not really being sure of what I was doing, and then to receive such feedback on it. And I want to say that from that moment on, there was an integration period where I kind of began to heal, and I learned how to eat again, and I learned how there was more for me, and there was something else, and that there was this also opening path of spirituality that was really expansive and really daunting, but it felt like there was a light. So that was the beginning of it. And I want to say that that's pieces of that part of that method is still what I use with people today.